Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to this is Starcraft English commentary. Going to be watching the PSL league. Please don't look league. This is my nickname for this league because nobody cares. Nobody cares for this league until Atosa start to cast it. I mean, can you believe it? He cast it. He casted. I think he started casting the season 1 round 1 quarterfinals or something very far away. The games were played, I think, possibly something like 3 months ago or maybe 2 months ago. And he started casting, and he got a lot of views. Whereas Namcraft casted first live, almost live, and he's got 0 views. So please go ahead and watch this video and support me in any ways you can. Let's talk about this game now. This is gonna be a best of 5. So that means they will have play a maximum of 5 games. And the player who gets to 3 games first win. This is the finals, let me remind you, and this is going to be played between Sharp and Royal. So it looks like Royal is in red at the top right corner of the screen. Okay. And the 4 o'clock position, it is going to be what's his face? Sharp. Maybe you need to update this because it is like this. Hold on guys. Sharp is at the 12 o'clock position and Royal is at the 5 o'clock position. This way will be a little bit better because we have a mirror matchup in this finals and it's not good. Yeah, so who defeated who in the semi-finals? We don't even remember because this is please don't look, nobody cares kind of league. But I think Sharp defeated maybe Barracks. No, I think Sharp defeated Scan and Royal defeated Barracks. Maybe. I don't know, man. I have no idea. But anyways, we had a 3rd place match, but I didn't have time to cast it. So I'm not going to spoil the results of that because it was between Scan and Barracks. But we are here now in the finals. And this is what we have. So the first set is going to be Apocalypse. And the map order today, it is going to be Apocalypse, and then Radiant, and then Vermeer, what the hell, and then New Dark Origin, what the freak, and Polypoid, haha. So kind of a mixed bag of the various maps here, very interesting. This league is of course still very much brand new, so it's it's expected that things are not yet smoothened out. Looks like Vultures from single factory without add-on is gonna be there for both players. Do we have any kind of stats I want to show you because this is TvT? So the map stat is not that useful, but maybe before we kind of get into the action, let's take a look at Apocalypse. Let's enjoy a nice view of this map because we have not had this map for a while. This is what it looks like. Back in ASL season 17, we used to have this map. That's right. Do we have these guys' ELO scores? I don't have the ELO scores of these 2 players, but I do have the ELO scores of the best Starcraft player. Interesting. Looks like Sharp is able to come out, and he was able to take down his enemy's SCV building there. Command center, so slows it down a little bit. On the other side of the map, it looks like Sharp is going to be able to get his command center up and running. Very nice. So yeah, here are the ELO scores. Sharp is number 9 and Royal is not in the top 10. Sharp has been doing really well these days, guys. I mean, he kind of had, of course, a very famous streak of games back in ASL season 17, and then he kind of faded into oblivion once again. But recently he's been doing well. Recently he's been doing really nicely in a lot of games in KCM, in these PSL leagues. And is he playing in the ASL? I think he is. Let me just quickly check here. Let me just open up my freaking Namcraft encyclopedia. I have a huge encyclopedia. This is my most prized asset where I store all of the information. And let us just quickly check. So ASL. Do we have any idea what Sharp is up to? Hold on 1 second, guys. Some attacks happening on screen, but of course we don't need to worry about that because it's TvT. So even if these guys, exchange blows to each other, I don't know, 20, 30 times in a row, it's not going to be decisive. I mean, TvT is like watching women's boxing, basically. because you would never have a knocked out. You would always have, you know, the games drag on forever and ever, and then, you know, eventually, you know, the judges just announce who wins. We never have a knockout in the first set or something like that. So that's basically what TvT is. But let me just quickly show you. We have Sharp. Yeah, so Sharp has qualified it for the quarterfinals, because in Group D he defeated Royo. Yeah, that's right. So he's very, very strong. So this is a rematch and a chance for Royo to revenge against his opponent. Looks like Sharp goes for 3 factories. Royo is gonna get up to 3 factories now, and Sharp is ahead by about 10 supply after the nice SCV snipe and slowing down the commands a little bit here. We're gonna be having what is this, starport coming down from Sharp, so Sharp will have additional things to work with, and his enemy is not. Yeah, okay, there he's got an armory, so it's not so bad. He will have a chance to field some Goliaths if he needs to. Yeah, for the time being, both the players gonna be just juggling for position. Royo takes the 3rd base, and Sharp has not, but Sharp is trying to cut the map up in 40-60 fashion, or maybe even 70-30 fashion here with the way that it looks. So for Royo is slightly just confined to his areas of the map, his top left corner of the screen. But yeah, this is not going to be that decisive. We're going to be just waiting and seeing which players will have a big attacks, because in these mid-game scenarios, I guess it can kind of sometimes depend on luck and reaction time, basically. If you're going to be able to attack at the right timing, and you micro a little bit more correctly than the others. But it usually doesn't end the game right away, I don't think, even with this kind of 10 to 15 supply differences between these 2 players. Alright, what is Royo going to be going for? It's going to be going for Academy. Of course, this is a nice building the double Academy. So yeah, this happens. This happens because sometimes players are sleeping, but Royo is going to be saturating his 3rd base first. And Sharp is... what is Sharp doing? I mean, I'm quite sure that he is is at a 3rd R Academy. It'd be very funny if one player builds 3 R3 Academy. But anyways, yeah, he will return. And look at his reaction. This is reaction completely no action. He looks like a freaking serial killer. I mean, I don't want to offend anybody, but when people looks like something, we need to tell the people that they look like that. Anyways, nice attack by Royo, pushing his enemies back by establishing a nice tank position on the low ground. Finally, Sharp is gonna take his 3rd base as well, so things are gonna be going well and nice. By the way, yesterday I watched a very nice movie, man. I really want to, you know, recommend this movie to you guys. The name of the movie is wait, hold on, we're gonna be having a drop there, so maybe the name of the movie can wait. Some of the vouchers from Sharp go inside the main, and looks like there's gonna be mines laid. Maybe more stuff we get landed in the main here. Sharp could actually field this area very, very nicely, but it looks like Royo is gonna... Okay, we have tank sieging in the back though. I don't think this is that nice of a move from Sharp, because his enemy has already returned, so that's gonna be slightly unfortunate here. But yeah, the movie that I saw yesterday was called Borgo, B-O-R-G-O. This movie came out in 2023. It looks like it's a French movie, so you need to watch it with subtitles. Or, you know, I don't know, get your French, you know, sexy, hot, sexy French girlfriend to come out and help you translate, among other things, while you guys together watching the movies. But this movie is really nice. It's basically it's about crime and mystery and thriller kind of a genre. And you know what? I'm a really avid movie lover and French culture lover, basically. And one of the things I really like about French movies, in particular, and European movies in general, is that they are almost sometimes very raw. You know, it's like, you know, in the American movies, American cinematic experience, there's always too much deliberation. You know, there's too much like, okay, this happens for this reason, and, you know, at this exact instant, we will have this person die, so to create the maximum climax and the maximum, you know, heartbreak effect. You know, eventually we're going to be having a cathartic moment and a resolution, blah, blah, blah. So everything just seems like it's coming out of a factory. American movies are like that to my extent, but European movies in general and French movies in particular are so raw, What I mean by raw is that there's no purpose sometimes in the scenes. It's not to accomplish anything. It's just basically like life, you know. It's just like, okay, today I'm gonna walk to the street and then meet, my colleague randomly, and then in the next moment I walk into a coffee shop, I buy a bagels, and after that I'm just, drop something on the floor as I walk through, past the train station, blah blah blah. And none of those details actually have any meaning to the overall plot development, but they are there anyways. So that's what I really like, because it feels like real life. It feels like, it keeps you guessing. Because in American movies, sometimes I feel like, so if something happens, you instantly have a tick in your head. Okay, I need to find out why that happens. There's a reason for that. But in French and European movies, sometimes things just happen for no goddamn, reasons, and you are kind of kept on your toes, because sometimes you need to think, why did that happen? Why did that not happen? But maybe some of those details actually don't mean anything at all. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give you a quick review of this movie. It's about a French lady. She's got a French husband. The husband is black. The lady is kind of Arabic in descent. And they moved to the what is that thing of the Corsica Island? Yeah, it's basically a French outre-mer territory, basically, right? And that movie, in that movie, the couple together with the children moved to a new place to live and to kind of have a fresh start in their career. And the lady, the girl, the main character, works as a supervisor in a prison. Get it? No joke. I mean, she's like the guard in the prison. And she built some kind of relationship with some of the prison inmates, who are basically Corsican criminal personnel, families. They're kind of like the mafias, right? Because Italian mafia, they came from all of these islands like Sicily, but also, of course, Corsica is a French island, but it used to be Italian. So there's a lot of Italian-based, mafia activities there. But anyways, she befriends some of those, inmates from the prison and built a nice relationship with them. And I would just stop my preview there. You just need to watch this movie, and you need to know that this movie is about crime thriller, and it's about drama also to some extent. So if you like those kind of movies and you like European cinematic feel, please go ahead and do that. What's happening in this movie? This is also a very, very long movie, Royal vs. Sharp, and we are only in episode 1 of this movie/TV series. And looks like Sharp is just completely bleeding his enemy to death here. He's dropping, he's attacking. And okay, looks like Royal's got double stop or maybe triple, but he's not able to do anything with it. And he's forced to come back out here. He's gonna be on the low ground. Sharp gets the high ground advantage. He's covering this with a lot of Goliaths as well. And there's gonna be a vulture possibly laying a mine. He doesn't need to actually lay a mine, but he will lay a mine anyways and explode it against the SCV, so that's nice. And then hiding in the vultures in the corner. Now Sharp is ahead by about 30 to 40 supply. This area gets clear out, but I think Sharp can just come back later. He might even just drop again, because now he's stretching Royo out badly. Royo is forced to defend in the main, defend at the expansion, the third base, and behind this, Sharp is expanded to a fourth base. He had the 1 o'clock position. He's getting ready to expand once again at the 4 o'clock position. This could be a nice drop. Looks like it's going to be Royo who is slightly better position maybe, because he's got 2 tanks on the southern side that helps with the areas already. And yeah, this is nice angles, and he's got 3 areas that are attacking. Tanks on the low side, tanks on the left side, and tanks on the southern side. So he's gonna be to actually just waste out this energy, but that mine is gonna be detrimental. Look at this, we're gonna be having a crazy explosion, excuse me. But no, at the last bit, looks like Royo is holding. He needs to repair his tanks, and after that attack is over. Sharp is only ahead by about 10 supply. So Royo isn't doing so bad. What is Royo's next move? I think he can start to drop the 1 o'clock position and try to bring the pressure back into Sharp's main base, because if he drops there, he stops any kind of attack on the front, because to go between the 1 o'clock base and the front, it would take Sharp a lot of time, I think. So by going there, he kind of turn defense into offense, which is nice. But looks like Sharp is gonna try to attack into Royo's main base here, and that's gonna be very, very, very bad. Actually, this is a small open area. at the top right corner of Royo's main base with some SCVs and one turret. He scans, but it's gonna be a counter drop, and the tank's already sieging. Who's got the fastest sieging timing? I think Royo isn't sieging so bad. Do we have any Goliaths? There's a single Goliath already, but this drop is cleared out. This drop is cleared out fast. And okay, there's gonna be some mines laying here, so to make sure that there's gonna be no more drops in here for the future, I would say that Royo should even venture out to actually counter drop. But anyways, there's gonna be +2 weapons for both of the players. Both the players have 4 bases, and Sharp has almost blundered there. He squandered his lead, and now he is gonna be just have to come back with new ideas. Royo's ahead by about 10 supply. So I really like the fact that Royo just stood firm. He just stood firm and did not blink an eye, and now he's gonna be able to come back and take advantage of the situation. There's gonna be a small drop here from Sharp. He's gonna try to head towards the 9 o'clock position, which is gonna be a nice idea. Nice mine exploding there, clearing out some forces. This quadruple dropship is gonna go through, and Royo knows about them, I think. But he's gonna be going for his own counter drop. Yeah, all of these SVs will get clear out. This drop do a lot more damage for Sharp than the drop that Royo has gone for. I think these tanks, we're gonna be having drops coming from the back, but Starport getting sniped, and these 2 tanks are still alive. No, only 1 tank stay alive. These Goliaths need to pull back and wait extra time, but at the last minute, I think every single Goliath will fall. So maybe that drop was actually not that great after all, but still able to take out some SCVs and do some nice trades. I think now Sharp has cleared out the attack against his 1 o'clock base as well, so things are looking very normal for both of these players. Alright, what's next up in line here? Royo, we are at the 17 minute and 30 seconds of the game. Royo 160 supply, Sharp also around 160, representing the supply count. 5th base already coming up for Sharp, slightly off-centered, but that's fine. He's got a lot of forces in the middle area, and looks like Royo discovers this base's presence. He's gonna have to make a decision as to what is gonna be done here. Some boat is gonna just do some nice harassment. Okay, what the heck is happening here? Drop in the middle of the map. Looks like both the players have been aware of the other guy's army movement, and they will back down. We're gonna be having drop coming to this side, but very careless from Sharp to lose some forces. But now Sharp is ahead by about 15 supply. Looks like Royo is gonna try to take the top left corner of the screen for himself. The bottom left, excuse me, that is not the top left. He is landing. He's building a command center there, and yeah, with the way that things go, I mean, Apocalypse has been home to some crazy TvTs in the past, and in these spawning positions, the bottom left corner of the base, the player who takes it need to actually build a floating building. This is my personal namkrafty recommendations. You need to have some floating building, especially for example at the 630 position. You need to have a floating building over the mineralized, because that black area can get exploited over and over by drops so easily. Building just turret is not enough, because if you have turrets, you do not see beyond that ridge. So if the drop starts, you can damage some of the dropships, but the cargo will unload anyways. So you need to, I think, I mean, this is my personal assessment of the situation. I think you need to build some floating building. It only costs an SV to build it, and then lift it and float it over, bam, done. And that building will last for the longest time possible, because to kill it, you need to build raids, and nobody will actually go for raids in these scenarios. Anyways, 1 time is gonna get sniped. Yeah, so Royo is kept his side of the map. Wow, and Sharp has not. All of a sudden Sharp is gonna be in serious trouble here, but he takes his high ground, he clears the path and cuts Royo's in half. So if Royo is not careful, he might lose, for example, the 9 o'clock position, and he would have just a numerical inferiority when it comes to just out front battles in the middle of the field here. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna be having some more attacks happening, and maybe the game would not end right away, so I'm gonna take this time to read advertising. This is what happened when you watch Namcraft. Sometimes you will hear random banter about movies, politics, AI, girls, men, and some other times you just be hearing just random ads, so you just need to enjoy that for yourself. This is namkraftvn. Okay, welcome to the channel. Please take a look in the video description for some nice information. There's always going to be a link to the previous game in the tournament, the next game in the tournament, the overall tournament URL playlist. That way you're not going to get spoiled. Just bookmark the playlist if you want. There's going to be a URL. There's going to be a nice drop here. Looks like Royo gets pushed back, and Sharp is holding this side of the map. In these kind of PSL, KCM, ASL tournaments, which are almost live. I will not have any ads in the middle of the set. I will only have ads in the beginning of the set and possibly at the end of the set. Of course, you're not going to be watching that. And if you enjoy that, you can feel free to buy me a coffee to support me. Any amount would be fine. There are a lot of ways to do that. It's all mentioned in the video description. Zelle or credit card or PayPal account or something like that. Excuse me. On some other videos though, for example the LadderNet series, DPL series, or some other random ad hoc games that I cast, there will be a lot of ads, so there's nothing that you can do about that. But if you buy me coffee, you might have access to some guaranteed to be epic games, especially from the DPL series, and sometimes in the LadderNet series as well. So please keep that in mind. If you're gonna say a comment as to who wins the games, please type spoiler, enter 4 times. That way everyone will be just happy, you know, and content with what we're having here. There's gonna be a slight disorientation in the audio channels. If you're on the headphones, you will hear a little bit more English on one side, a little bit more Korean on the other side. That is by design. I hope that you like that. Anyways, a huge attack happens here. Sharp's gonna blunder, maybe because, oh no, he drops a single light. He's gonna back up here. He will try to clear this base. At least the command center will not have be able to actually mine effectively. Maybe looks like there's gonna be a small area in the backside. Looks like Sharp decided to go right past everything. He might try to go inside the main. He sees an open area. Like I told you, this area you need to have some floating building. Okay, what's happening here? Looks like there might be a chance to counter attack, but before that, there's going to be a huge drop in the corner. We have a big attack in the middle of the map. Royal is pushing through because Sharp is stretching himself quite thin. Anyways, this command center before there's going to be a drop ship. Okay, those drop ships were almost getting destroyed. But at the last minute, these Goliaths need to pull back. Are you freaking got me? A small lapse of concentration, and Sharp has lost all of his Goliaths. That means those tanks. Okay, that's going to be just a single Goliath protecting 4 tanks. That's not enough, and Roy can just blindly drop all of it. Looks like Sharp might try to blindly drop over this side of the map as well. Yeah, so Royo has kept his side of the map. Sharp still on 4 bases. Royo will be on 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. What is Sharp's next move? Can he try to drop Royo's main base? What he's going to try to do is going to attack here, but looks like Royo picks up the rest of his forces. You need to siege now. Looks like Royo's not paying attention. What is he doing? He's kind of moving back. He's going to try to defend here. He's got some tanks on the high ground, which is nice. Sieging on the low ground. This might be a blunder by Sharp. He's completely covered from both sides. And okay, what's happening? Just complete disastrous results for Sharp everywhere on the field here. His forces are dropping left and right, and I think this first step is going to be going to Royal, because even if Sharp wins the battle, he's going to be losing the war. Alright, looks like Royal is going to try to go for counterattack. Royal is even taking the 6 o'clock for himself, so Royal will have 7 bases to work with, and Sharp just 5, or what is it, even 1, yeah, 5. Anyways, looks like Royal is going for a huge attack in the main. He will attack this base, but he's going to be on the low ground. Sharp is on the high ground. Sharp needs to siege now. He siege on the high ground. There's going to be some Goliaths coming through, and yeah, tanks everywhere. So this entire drop cargo from Royal will get cleared out, but I think this is good because this is just buying time. He is just buying time because he want to mine out his other bases as much as possible. So just, you know, making Sharp waste time in this area of the map is a good strategy to have, because the rest of the map is completely controlled by Royal. Alright, what's happening here with the 24th minute mark of the game? Keep in mind this is a best of 5, so we might still have, you know, a long way to go here. Yeah, but Sharp is, you need to think about something else. He's got 1700 minerals. Royal's got 1500 minerals. Sharp is gonna push across map. Sharp always have a little bit of a military advantage in this entire game, but okay, small moments there of intimacy between the Goliath and the tanks. Royal drops these tanks and regain this area. Looks like Sharp is late to the party. Need to leave the area. No, he goes and drop. Anyways, he would drop more, or maybe he would not. I don't know. But anyways, there's gonna be a drop into the top left corner screen. Looks like there might be a small base trade here. No, it's not a small base trade. Excuse me, I completely mistaken the color. Mistaken is very, very nice, and it's got a nice ring to the word, right? Mistaken. Alright, what's happening here? Because I'm absolutely kind of bored to my death here. This game needs to end soon, so we go to the next set. We're going to be having a big major battles on this middle central highland area. Looks like Royal wins the battle. Sharp's forces are kind of ragtag in nature, a little bit dispirited, a little bit separated, and they get pushed back. Royo's ahead by about 40 supply, even though Royo's not able to mine from the 7 o'clock position. This is fine. Oh my god, tanks sieging on the high ground, destroying all of these tanks. At least Sharp is able to take maybe one shot. Sharp's decided to attack here. I don't know this is the right move or not. Royo's got so much forces. He pushes through. One good thing though is that if Sharp wins this base and Royo goes to the counterattack, for example, against the 1 o'clock position, then that base at the 1 o'clock position has been mined out for a while, so Sharp will not mind it. Looks like there's a small army movement in the middle of the map, not so sure where exactly is Royo going. Royo has not decided to go anywhere else. He's just staying in the middle of the map, and this is a mistake. You need to come back and save the bottom left. Even if he loses the 7 o'clock position, he needs to save the 8 o'clock position, I think. Yeah, because Sharp is encroaching slowly into Royo's territory. Royo still holding with just 2 tanks. And Sharp has been losing precious time. Looks like now Royo's gonna try to reinforce it from this side of the map. So this base is gonna be going into Sharp's hands. And that's weird because Royo had all the time in the world to kind of come back and get it. But he will be losing that base, so if Sharp takes this base, then the game is going to be slightly split here because this base has been mining for a while. So Sharp is going to be able to hold this area. Yeah, so the game is getting closer than we thought. More forces moving through. This is a small choke. The Goliath's buying a lot of time. Tanks are going to be sieging. Looks like Royo doesn't focus fire on the tank. He's attacking random units in the front. He will lose his tank. And what is going to be Royo's response? He's been wasting so much time. Royo's going to be going directly in the main of Sharp here. Nice scan. Both the players are scanning. What is happening? Oh my god, this is a mistake from Royo or not. He's going to the side of the map. He's looking for some opening and he's gonna land some forces here. He needs to land now. He does land and siege some tanks, but it's got already counter siege on the southern side by Sharp. Royo loses a lot of forces, and yeah, look at the supply differences. Royo down to 140, Sharp 151, but now at least this drop is able to do some damage. At least those tanks will get shell. Yeah, no, but at the last minute, every single tank has fallen. So Royo, wow, he blundered in a, just in the span of 1 minute. He loses 2 bases, and Sharp is going to be coming out here. And Sharp will need to actually go and float the command center out or something like that to claim the 7 o'clock position. But Royo G, oh my god, what an insane result. Thanks for watching that podcast. If you want to buy me a coffee, the link to that is going to be in the video. See you soon, bye bye.